Tensions are rising behind the scenes in Baltimore, and I have some big news to share with you. We all know the Ravens are on a mission to make it to the Super Bowl, and to do so, John Harbaugh needs a roster full of talented players. I'll break down everything I learned, but before we dive in, be sure to hit the like button, but only if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan. This is our season. The buzz surrounding a potential reunion between the Ravens and edge rusher Jadeveon Clowney is heating up again, and this time, the fire is coming directly from Clowney himself. After his release from the Carolina Panthers made headlines, Clowney didn't hold back in a candid interview with The Athletic's Joe Person. His message was simple and straightforward. He's not done yet, and he's ready to dominate no matter where he lands. In his own words, Clowney said, "I'm definitely going to play well. You can mark my word on that. I don't care where I end up playing at. I'm going to play extremely well. I think I played well for Carolina last year, considering the circumstances that was unfolded for me." He emphasized that despite injuries around him in Carolina, he managed to perform at a high level. "I could play the game. I could play football. There are 31 other teams. I just hope another team gives me that opportunity so I can prove myself again." These comments aren't just talk. Clowney's 2023 campaign with the Baltimore Ravens was one of the best of his career. He tied his personal best with 9.5 sacks, logged 19 QB hits, recorded 46 tackles, including 9 for loss, broke up 5 passes, forced 2 fumbles, and even recovered another. For a player some fans say is past his prime, those numbers tell a very different story. If anything, Clowney proved he can still be a game wrecker, especially in a system like Baltimore's where he seemed to thrive. There's an old adage in football: you can never have too many pass rushers. And while the Ravens already made moves at the position, most notably by drafting Mike Green in the second round of the 2025 NFL Draft, bringing back a proven veteran like Clowney might be exactly what this defense needs to maintain its dominance. The Ravens finished 2024 with one of the top 10 defenses in the league, but there's no harm in getting even better. Then there's the Tyus Bowser situation, which adds another layer to this defensive puzzle. Once seen as a key part of the Ravens' linebacker core, Bowser's 2023 season never took off due to a knee injury he claims was misdiagnosed by the team. That dispute led to a grievance being filed in March 2024, an ugly $4.5 million cloud hanging over the organization. But now that grievance has been withdrawn, and the Ravens will receive a $1.8 million cap credit, freeing up space that could help in a move like bringing Clowney back. Bowser, who played for the Seahawks and Dolphins in 2024 after being cut, showed flashes but didn't quite return to form. 11 tackles and 5 for loss over 7 games isn't nothing, but it also isn't enough to suggest he's still a starting caliber defender in Baltimore's loaded scheme. That makes the possibility of Clowney's return even more appealing. He brings not only production, but familiarity, leadership, and a fire that clearly still burns. And while we're talking about future stars, let's not forget what the Ravens may have just stolen in the draft. Malachi Starks falling to pick number 27 was a gift from the football gods. A hard-hitting, ball-hawking safety from Georgia, Starks fits this defense like a glove. He's already said all the right things, like how Georgia taught him to attack the ball and take the ball away. That's music to the ears of every Ravens fan who saw turnovers drop significantly in 2024 compared to the 31 forced in 2023. Starks will likely allow Kyle Hamilton to play closer to the line, adding flexibility and aggression to Mike McDonald's defense. His presence, combined with the possibility of Clowney rejoining the edge unit, could make this Ravens defense not just good, but terrifying. The mix of young athleticism and veteran firepower could be what finally puts them over the top. Now the only question is, will the Ravens act fast enough to lock Clowney in before another team does? Let me know what you think in the comments. We're not done yet, and if you thought the first part was intense, wait until you hear what's next. The buzz inside the Ravens facility is louder than ever, and the front office is quietly but urgently assessing every move that could give this team the edge it needs to finally get back to the Super Bowl. But before we continue, make sure you hit that like button, especially if you've been riding with this team since the Ray Lewis days. And don't forget to comment, "Go Ravens! Nos podemos chegar no Super Bowl." Now let's get back to the heart of this Clowney conversation. Look, we all know this guy's career has been anything but linear. He's worn 5 different uniforms across 11 seasons, and that kind of path usually means a player is washed or a locker room problem. But here's the thing, Clowney's return to Baltimore in 2023 was different. He didn't just play well, he clicked with this team's identity. That kind of chemistry isn't easy to find in the NFL, and it's even harder to replicate somewhere else. Clowney isn't just bringing pass rushing stats, he's bringing attitude. He's bringing leadership. He's bringing accountability. In a locker room that's lost a few veteran voices over the past 2 years, guys like him are crucial to balancing the youthful energy that comes with players like Mike Green and Malachi Starks. And let's be honest, if Baltimore wants to survive a playoff gauntlet that could include teams like Kansas City, Buffalo, and Cincinnati, they're going to need every ounce of firepower on defense they can muster. Speaking of Mike Green, the second-round pick is showing tons of potential, but he's still raw. He's explosive, yes, and he's already drawing comparisons to some of the Ravens' past greats. But this is the NFL. Rookie edge rushers rarely dominate from day one. Having someone like Clowney in the room gives Green a veteran to learn from, and not just in the classroom, but on the field, in real game-time reps, during clutch moments. That mentorship could be the difference between Mike Green becoming a serviceable player and becoming a dominant one. And let's not forget about the cap space scenario. With the $1.8 million relief the Ravens are getting from the Tyus Bowser grievance withdrawal, the money is there to make a short-term deal work. Clowney isn't expected to command a massive salary. He's likely looking for a one-year prove-it-again type of contract. That's the kind of low-risk, high-reward move Baltimore has mastered under Eric DeCosta's leadership. But here's the wild card. There are other teams watching. Teams that saw Clowney's resurgence in 2023. Teams that need a veteran rusher. If the Ravens wait too long, they risk losing out on a guy who already knows their system, already knows the culture, and already produced within it. There's no guarantee he'll be sitting around waiting for their call forever. Meanwhile, the rest of the defense is undergoing subtle but significant transformation. With Starks in the deep third and Hamilton moving closer to the box, the Ravens secondary could morph into something scary. Add in Roquan Smith roaming the middle and Justin Matabike crashing the pocket from the inside, and you've got a defense built to suffocate opponents. The last piece of the puzzle? Edge depth. Which brings us right back to Clowney. Even if Mike Green hits the ground running and David Ohabo finally stays healthy, you still need a rotational third option who can pressure the quarterback and set the edge in the run game. That's not a luxury, it's a necessity, especially with 17 games to play and a brutal AFC North schedule. Let's be clear, the Ravens don't have to bring Clowney back. But if they want to stack every possible advantage in their favor, it makes total sense. A player who knows the system, wants to be here, and can still dominate. That's not something you find on the street every day. So Ravens fans, what do you think? Should Baltimore act fast and bring back Clowney before someone else does? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're enjoying this kind of deep dive content, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and check out the next one on your screen for more Ravens news, analysis, and insider updates. Go Ravens!